and winner of the Idols. I mean, that's a
Jesus.
big competition.
You can be disqualified in the first round. Second round, you can be disqualified before you even come to TV. What frustrated me was they didn't want me to say the word God or Jesus. And so for me, it felt like a compromise.
There you go, my friend. Come on, girl. Hello, friends. Hello, family. We are on it again, and welcome to Omega Pod. I'm excited. We have a special guest today, anointed, powerful.
Why am I laughing?
And immediately when I said
Anointed. Oh.
you laughed. Or you thought I was gonna say woman of God, preacher.
No.
Dynamic worshiper, Minister Yanga.
Oh no,
Welcome.
I'm Minister Yanga. It's giving psalmist ban.
Minister, you feel that is it?
It's a very heavy.
It's a heavy
but it's
title.
Yeah, but the weird part is I'm already like functioning in it.
Yeah, you're ministering. So
yeah.
you are a minister.
Yeah, I guess.
Welcome to Omega Pod.
Thank you so much for having
And
me.
how are you?
I'm good, thank you, Tata. How are you doing?
I'm all right. Hey, Data sounds. Hey.
Yeah, well, you're a
Data,
father in the faith.
Data. Yeah. Pronounce your name for me.
Sobetwa.
Sobetwa.
Yes.
Okay.
Sobetwa.
Right. Hey, that's
Like in better.
yeah.
Sobetwa.
Oh,
Not a sobetwa, but sobetwa.
Sobetwa.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Welcome.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah.
I've been watching this podcast. Love the people that have been here.
Okay.
And so I watched the podcast.
Thank you. That's encouraging. Yeah, that we have been watched by people like you. It's so encouraging. Wow.
I'm just a person. Just a person.
Well,
Yeah.
that's humility. We know that you're not just a person, but that's humility. You okay.
Okay. I'm not gonna say anything. Yeah.
Of course, yes. And then how's the weekend? Any gigs you did?
Definitely.
Church?
Oh, last week.
Yeah. This past weekend.
Last week I slept in.
Okay.
It was amazing, I tell you.
Yo.
What a time.
Sure.
What a moment.
Yo.
I slept the whole weekend. Wow.
Sure.
It was amazing.
And
I didn't sleep. I was in Val at Apostle Ralekhulela's church.
Yes. Oh, you went to my
with
father.
Pastor Michael David and Pastor David D.
Yeah.
We were doing spontaneous worship, spontaneous encounters. Yes.
Yes.
With Pastor Mike, it's his movement, it's his thing. So I just love being part of it, and I was just part of that in the weekend. Yeah.
And how was it?
It was amazing.
Yeah,
it was
yeah,
really
yeah.
amazing. Young people came. We had a time in the presence of the Lord. For me, I know that I'm there to minister, but I'm also there to just hear from God and just be in his presence and enjoy his presence.
Yes.
So it was really fun. And we had a great time.
Sure.
Yeah.
Your favorite dish?
My favorite dish?
Food. Yeah, for favorite food.
I think because it's the easiest, actually two things.
Yeah.
Two things.
Yeah.
Chicken livers.
Okay.
Yes, chicken livers.
Yeah.
And macaroni with chicken and mushroom. Creamy macaroni, chicken and mushroom.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay.
Those are my go-to favorite meals.
Even from back at home. You like that, or
not from back at home.
Oh, that's Joe Beck's
Oh no.
favorite soup. Yeah, food.
But at home we've also had livers, but it wasn't like my favorite thing to eat.
Yeah.
I think Mmuso, samp and beans, or
Yes.
Mmuso. I think that's one of my favorite things to eat. Yes. I just don't like making it because it takes forever.
Yes. And who's your favorite gospel artist?
I actually don't have a favorite gospel artist.
Yeah.
But growing up, the person I looked up to the most, I think until still, is Ndozo Mbambo.
Wow.
Yeah.
Dynamic worshiper.
Love her so much.
Yeah. And what's your middle name? Do you have a middle name?
I don't.
So
It's
it's Yanga
Sobetwa.
Sobetwa. That's it.
That's it.
And also stage name.
I
of
gave
course.
myself a middle name.
Tell me
It's
about
like just like the interpretation of my song, of my name,
Yeah.
the direct translation,
Yeah.
May God answer Yanga inkosi ingeva imithandazo. So May. That's my self-given second name.
So, yeah. Okay. That's
so call me May, guys. Thank you.
May.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, May.
Yeah.
What is the square root of 9?
Oh,
I'm putting it in your code.
Jesus Christ. I got 3.
Mathematics.
It has to be 3.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's not that deep. Why was I worried? I know this.
Yeah. And what will you do you have a favorite animal? Like
favorite animal? It's not a big animal, and people don't regard it an animal, but insects are animals.
Yeah.
My favorite animal would be a butterfly. Yes.
Why butterfly?
Because it's pretty. It doesn't bother anyone.
Yes.
If it sits on me, I don't feel weird.
Right.
Yeah, I have a texture issue with animals.
Yes.
They feel like they are liquids inside a body and there's fur and it's just weird. I just can't. I can't with animals. So that's why I think I feel safer with a butterfly.
Yeah? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Born in Cape Town?
Born in Cape Town, Kwalanga. Right. Yes.
Kwalanga.
Yes.
Okay. Tell me about Kwalanga, your upbringing.
Okay, no, I didn't grow up Kwalanga. I don't have any memory of Kwalanga. I know that I was my mom had me. My mom and my dad had me when they lived Kwalanga, and then they moved from Kwalanga, and then we lived in Delft. That's where I can say I have a lot of memories. Okay. So we moved between Delft and Khayelitsha. At some point in Mfuleni, but like just in the townships of Cape Town, that's where basically I stayed all my life.
Cape Town is beautiful.
It is beautiful. But weirdly enough, the people who stay there, they don't really recognize the beauty.
Yeah. I've been there, several times, and I've really, the guys say, we want to leave Cape Town and come to Joburg. I was like, guys,
I think Cape Town is a very peaceful place, very chilled place. Yeah. Yes, okay, there are places that have crime like every other place, even in Johannesburg.
Yeah.
But it's a very quiet and calm place. I think a lot of people go to Joburg because they want to follow their dreams and that's where it's happening. So I think it makes sense why some people from Cape Town want to move to Joburg, because we see people in Joburg making it. So it's like
it's more of a vacation destination.
Yeah,
and,
definitely.
And less probably maybe of opportunities. So they see it here.
In certain industries. In certain industries,
Yes. Yeah. Because I, for one, Cape Town.
No, Cape Town is beautiful. Even for me, when I go to vacation, I am within Cape Town.
Hey, that seed. That seed is something else.
It's beautiful.
Waterfront.
It's beautiful. And I suffer. I suffer because my favorite thing to do is go to the beach.
Yeah.
Here. Where is the beach here?
La. Go to a swimming pool.
And for me, it's just the air is different. Like the air that has salt in the air. Just like it's so refreshing. It's very refreshing. So I can't say going to the swimming pool is the same as going to the beach for me.
The only thing about Cape Town is that you cannot predict the weather there.
I think it's the same even here, even worse for me.
But Joburg is better.
No, it's worse. It's not worse,
Really?
It's the same. It's honestly the same, because one day it will be hot, and all of a sudden, there's thunder out of the blue, and then all of a sudden it's raining, and then all of a sudden the next day, there's sunshine again. What is happening?
But even Cape Town, it can just rain.
Oh, definitely, but
out of the blue.
I feel like the intention of Johannesburg's weather is to make us sick, because it can't just be hot, like extremely hot, and then there's lightning out of the blue, and then you think, is that the Limpopo people? No, I'm joking, Limpopo people. I'm not. Yeah. It's a joke. Okay, it's a joke.
Okay,
please don't have. It's a joke. It's a joke. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean it like that. Me and you know each other. You know that, right?
Well, Lucas Maloma, you gotta come in here. Tagindo, you gotta come in here.
But no, Cape Town weather, I feel like it's different. Yes, it has its own moods and it's crazy, but not like this.
Sure.
Yeah, not like this.
And it likes raining there. It rains and it just becomes cold. Freeze,
I think the nice part about Cape Town is when it's cold, it's cold.
Yes.
It's not gonna shoop.
Okay. Like
that's what I appreciate about Cape Town.
Yes.
But I love it over here too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when did you decide to come to to Johannesburg? When?
I decided to come to Johannesburg on the year that we had the pandemic.
Okay.
Yes, that's the year I decided to come to Joburg. Actually, it wasn't really my decision. I got trapped here. I got trapped here. I had come here to shoot a music video.
Okay.
And then the week that I came, we were told that, okay, it's lockdown. And then fortunately, I have family here in Joburg. So I just went to my family.
Oh.
And then I was closed here until. Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's around the corner. Around COVID.
Yeah, not so long ago.
Yeah, not so long. Okay. So, but before then, you were just coming to Joburg for
yeah, I'd come for work and go back home.
Going back.
Yeah.
But how's it like to be in Joburg?
It's good.
Yeah,
it's good for me. I'm not experiencing anything crazy or anything like that. It's a good environment, especially for my career. And I've met some really incredible people.
Right.
I have a home now, Mmuso Church.
Yes.
And always speak about that. But it's just one of my highlights when it comes to being in Johannesburg. And I know that I'm not alone. I have family. I have friends who've become family.
Right.
And I have good community around me. So for me, I'm good.
You're good about that.
Yeah.
Man. And winner of the Idols.
Jesus.
I mean, that's a big competition.
Jesus.
2018.
Yes.
Take me back to 2018. Like the auditions, like take me back, like with everything about it. Until
you'll have to ask me details because I'll
okay, let's
I'll
start
talk
at
forever.
When they took you from the auditions.
Okay, when they took me from the auditions, what was going through my mind?
Yeah.
Okay. What was going through my mind? I think I just went into it really naive and I was like, okay, I'm going to Idols. Okay, sharp.
Yes.
I get there. I do the first audition, the audition which is before the television audition. So there are like 3 auditions. So you do the first one. This one is behind the scenes, the first one. The second one is also behind the scenes, but you audition for the directors and for the people who are head of departments in the show, right? And then the third one is the one where you appear on TV. So when all of this was happening, the first one is happening. Okay, now I'm shocked. I'm like, okay, what? Okay, I didn't know this is what TV consists of.
I'm also confused. So before we see Abo's Mmusi and all that. There's 2 before
There's
them.
2. There are 2 auditions before the actual audition. Yeah.
And okay, so okay, all right. So you get to the third one.
To the third one.
When this one has qualified you.
Yes, when all of these 2 have approved you.
Approved you.
Yeah.
So you can. Yeah. So you can be
You can be disqualified in the first round. Second round, you can be disqualified before you even come to TV.
I didn't know that.
Yes, now you know.
Now I know that.
Now you know.
Oh, okay. Yep. So you were happy, of course, to go to the third one.
I was happy. I was excited. I was like, oh, this is happening. Okay, cool. I'm going through the first one. Actually, I had a different song for my audition, but we ended up singing a different song on the second audition because no, I sang the same song for the first audition and second audition, but on the second audition they told me to sing a different song because I'm young, and the song that I was singing was like a romantic big ballad song. And then I ended up singing
okay.
On the actual audition.
Okay.
And it was really exciting. I went there with my home pastor, who's always supported me, who's one of the people who's groomed me to be a musician and things like that. And okay, I went through and I was like, whoa, what? Okay. I thought this was like a dream. I don't think it's really gonna happen.
Sure.
I'm not sure if it's gonna happen. I'm just going, you know. There wasn't even much thought into it. So when I saw myself going from one round to the next round, I was like, okay, God.
Yeah.
Okay, God. Oh, okay. Is this what you want? Okay,
Yes.
cool, let's go. And it was really, really exciting.
Sure.
And for me, because I entered Idols because I was inspired by someone whose name is Loyiso Kijana.
Yeah.
He's the guy who inspired me. When I saw him going like big on Idols, it wasn't even really about the magnitude for me. It was just seeing him at the age of 16 being on that stage, on an amazing stage. And I was like, okay, I've never experienced like a professional stage. And all I wanted was to sing on a professional stage with musicians, with a band. I didn't really want the fame. I wasn't really into the fame or anything like that. All I wanted was to be on a good stage with musicians and a band. And then God was like, no, I'll do exceedingly abundantly above all you could ever ask or think.
Yes.
Yeah. According to the power that works in me.
And top 10.
Yeah.
Take me from top 10 because I think that's where the real thing starts, né? Like
top 10. Yeah. That's where the because now you are being voted for, you might come out and pressures are high. Blood don't pressures are high.
Yeah.
Top 10. I'm trying to remember what was going on there. Okay, that was exciting. I was in school. I was in grade 11 at the time. So I was still a baby. I'm still a baby.
Yeah.
So top 10, we get into top 10. I think I sang Vulega Mazulu. I did not like my outfits. Because they made me look like a 28-year-old, a 30-year-old who has gone through problems. They choose the outfits for us. No shade to the stylist. Okay. I love you so much. I don't like the dress that I wore. No, the dress was nice. The afro, just like the aesthetic that they were giving me. I was like, no. But I didn't know any better at the time, And so, I was excited about that. And I got to sing on the stage. That didn't even matter. The outfits thing didn't even matter to me. I was like, oh, this is the place where I sat in front of the TV and I imagined myself being on that stage. And now I'm on this stage. That is crazy. That is mind-blowing. So that's basically what went through my mind at the time. Yeah. And then each performance was better than the next. Yeah. Each performance just became bigger and better and I was like, God, what is this?
Yeah, because I remember Somiso was crazy about you.
I was like, God, what is this?
Like, yo.
I remember the Alicia Keys performance. Yeah. I'm not sure if you guys are going to show the stuff. Where Somizi at the end of it was blowing my... Yes. Actually, he took his jacket, he put it on the floor and made me stand on his jacket. I was like, no, I can't do that. I can't do that. All I was doing was singing some easy. I'm here to sing. Yeah. And I did what I was here to do, right? Like the response from the people, for me, it just showed so much more for me. But I'm walking with God. Sure. And this is God's favor. It can't be my might, not my power, because there were people who are more talented than me. There were people who were aesthetically more fitting to be an idol than me. There were people who qualified better than me. So for me, it just showed, babes, it was your time and you were walking with God and his favor was just upon you at the time. Yeah.
And you say you're still schooling that time.
I was still schooling.
So tell me, how does it happen? When you're on top 10, do you stay there? What happened then with school programs and all that?
From the time where we passed the audition to the theater week audition to the live shows. I think it's about 2 weeks or to a month, I'm not sure. Yeah. So from there, I was in school doing the things that I need to do at school. Yeah. So I was a forward thinker, ne? I thought really forward about this. Before I even went to audition, I told my principal, this is what's happening. I want to enter a competition and I'm ambitious. I've always been an ambitious child. I'm sure that principal was like, Yeah. So but he, weirdly enough, he believed in me. Yeah. I didn't really even have a relationship with him to say, oh, I'm a teacher's pet. I wasn't even like that. You know. But he was like, no, we'll make provision for you. Wow. We'll write this and do this. Some of the tests I didn't have to write. Most of the tests I didn't have to write. Sure. But I passed. By the grace of God. I didn't pay anything. I didn't bribe anybody. Yeah. But again, it just shows, like I said, but it was God's time, and it was his favor that I was working with.
Sure.
Yeah.
So you had to balance that, school life and...
No, but when I was on Idols, I wasn't doing any schoolwork. Okay. They just said focus on what you're doing.
Focus on what you do. Yeah. Sure. And the pressure of being on top 10, I mean, you guys, we can just see from far that this is hard work. Sure. The results. And at times you'll come there appearing like you guys are... There'll be scenes whereby you are in your rooms and you can see that you guys are stressed.
We are tired. It is very tiring because we're singing week out, week in, week out, week in. If voice yako yahamba yangahambi uyacula. And it is stressful, especially when you pick songs that have like that have a high notes, it is very stressful because you get exhausted physically, you get exhausted emotionally, mentally, and you don't really see your family much, you don't really see the people around you much. So it is.
And you focus on the competition, your voice, your energy, your health, and at the same time,
it's just you and the music. Just you and the
music. You're pushing idols brands, you're taking trips because there was a certain time you
top 3.
Yeah.
Yes.
Top 3. Yes.
Top 3.
Yes.
We went to Dubai.
Yeah.
Yes. Dubai is very beautiful, but it's very hot.
Okay.
Yeah, it's very hot. It's hotter than Venda.
Sure.
And when I went to Venda once and I was like, I'm never coming back here. That was after I went to Dubai. But the heat levels are the same. Apparently, when we went there, it was winter, but the heat was heating.
Yo. But the experience, girl.
The experience, I think I would have enjoyed it more if I was not in the competition because we were just on top of content. You know, it was just like, babes, there's no time for fun. Yes, you'll have fun while doing content.
Yes.
Whether you are exhausted or not, or you're tired or not, get it together. We are here for content. So you must do what you're here to do. Ooh. Yeah. So it wasn't really much of a vacation. It was like more content.
Content, yeah. So it was work, literally.
Yeah, it was work.
And that time you'll be like, hey, I'm still have to go back home. I want to win this thing.
Yeah.
But I'm enjoying Dubai, yes, but the mind is like...
my mind wasn't really there, honestly speaking. My mind was just like, okay, if I get to the next stage, I get to the next stage. If I don't, I don't. Glory to God. Anyways, I didn't get here because it was by my might, my power, my strength, my talent.
Yeah.
So anywhere that I get to, I know that it was God who placed me there.
Yes.
Yeah, so that's where my mind was.
Then the finals.
In the finals,
they were at Carnival
City, yes.
You stood there, only the two of you. I feel for you guys. I was watching that fight. I was
saying, It's nerve-wracking. I think also for me, the thing that's more nerve-wracking about it is the people around you, like the expectations, the crowd, people screaming Yanga and the others speaking Tato, and I was like, oh my gosh, okay. I think that's where for me I started feeling the pressure.
Yes.
But if we didn't have like an audience like that, I don't think I would have felt much of a pressure. It's just people's expectations. It's like, I don't want to disappoint these people. They believe in me.
Yo. And what's the guy who was host? No, the host of the Idols.
Proverb.
And Proverb announced 3, 2, 1. Well, after the break, you know that thing of saying after the break. How do you feel when it's just the feeling of you? Like, you want to know. And
I'm sure we all feel the same way. We're like,
we want, why? Can we get done with this thing? And after the break, I mean, how, like...
it took some time for me to actually understand what I won. Like, the competition. Yeah. It took some time. I think the time that made me actually understand what is going on in my life and the change was the moment if I'm walking in the streets, people have cameras up.
Yeah.
And I'm just living my life. And then, invasion of privacy. Yeah. I don't really have much privacy. And, people just come up to me. There's a time where I almost missed a flight because so many people at the airport came and they wanted to take pictures and things like that. That's the time where they actually clicked in my mind. Babes, this is what happened. This is what happened. These now. So at the time where I won Idols, it didn't really click to me. But this is what's happening. I just saw the people celebrating. I was like, oh, okay, this is great. Your favorite one, But in my mind, I was like, oh, I'm the it didn't click that. Oh, I'm the favorite that won. Yeah.
Yeah, because South Africa was excited.
Yeah. It was an amazing time.
Yeah.
It felt like the World Cup.
Then there was a song that we were doing that time at Idols. It became big.
Scars.
Yes.
Left me covered in scars all over me. I took your things, left your keys, bittersweet memories. Left me covered in scars all over me.
And it did
all over me.
The song did well.
It did really well.
Yeah.
Even today, some people call me to come sing that song, and I'm like, guys, I'm not really doing that anymore.
Yeah. Then tell me about opportunities that you got after I
Huge opportunities. I sang the national anthem at one of the, I can't remember. It was like a football game.
Really?
Yeah, in the Eastern Cape, I did the national anthem. I got an opportunity to go sing for the Queen of Sweden.
Sure. What?
Oh, there's so many opportunities that opened, so many doors that opened, doors that I never imagined. Doors I never prayed for even. Most of these doors I never prayed for. But God was like, yeah, I want this for you.
Hey. Yeah. Then tell me about the debut album, Promised
Land. Promised Land is an album about hope. It was basically inspirational. It's inspirational. It was an inspirational album. Okay. Yeah. So it was, I said I wanted a gospel album because that's what I've always wanted to do from the day that from the inception of me thinking about idols. I knew what I wanted, the type of music that I wanted to release. So I told him, this is the music I want. And we progressed, I won. And then the middle point where we got to was, okay, we'll do inspirational music. Okay. So the songs that we have, Promised Land speaks about, the song Promised Land speaks about the promised land, land of honey and you know, Kanana, basically. It speaks of that. Speaks about spreading hope, spreading love, and some of the songs have verses like from the Bible. Yes. But what frustrated me was they didn't want me to say the word God or Jesus. And so for me, it felt like a compromise, you know? So my heart, as much as, yes, I was singing about the verse and the Bible and, you know, but for me, it was very, very important for me to say Jesus and very important for me to say God because without all of that, we're just inspiring. No one's life is getting saved, you know. Right. And the Great Commission is to spread the gospel. Sure. And so I'm not doing the Great Commission as long as I haven't said Jesus is the one who saved me. If as long as I haven't said Jesus is the one who's able to save you too. Yeah.
Then how many tracks on that project?
There are 10 tracks. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Sure.
We did amazing stuff, honestly speaking. Yeah. Even though yes, it wasn't my ideal stuff, but I worked with Soweto Gospel Choir, which is a big choir. I worked with Amanda Black. I worked with Paxton. I worked with Nati Mankai, the guy who sings Nomvula. Yes. So it was amazing work, amazing music, inspiring music. Some people still listen to the music even till today. A lot of people actually still listen to the music till today. So I left my mark there in a certain way, but my time there was not long.
Yay. But you're doing amazing and you are loved, Yanga.
Thank you so much.
You know what comes in my mind now? This was freezing for a second. What came in my mind is I'm thinking, I'm seeing this in you, Brendan Praise.
Okay.
Brendan
Praise, I hope you're listening. I hope you're
listening. Taitwa and then Tapelo.
Sure.
Who else again? Well, Matima.
Yeah.
Don't you think, guys, you can just
it wouldn't
rock
be a bad
something?
Idea.
Yeah, like you guys.
Not a bad idea.
Yeah,
and all of us are in the gospel.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying, man. I'm just here. That
Don't
can
think
be
it'd be a bad idea.
Imagine a song or an EP of you guys together.
Actually, that would be great.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. From our lips to God's ears.
In the name of Jesus.
Amen.
I hope these guys
to
are
the sponsors watching. To people who are sponsors.
Yeah, Brendan Praise. Tapelo, please, guys. Yanga, come on. Do it for the country.
I'm here. We're doing it for Jesus and for the country.
Yes. Then Jeso Ntikani. My God, let me fix. Gotta sit well. Hey. Jeso Ntikani. Mmuso Worship. Yes. Tell us about Yanga, Jeso Ntikani, and Mmuso Worship. The three. Yeah.
Okay, so I think it starts at Mmuso Worship, Mmuso Church. That's where it starts. Okay. So I'd been church hunting for a while, got to Joburg, and then was at a certain church and then moved from that church to looking for another church. And then eventually I got invited to Mmuso Church.
Sure.
And I went to visit. And I was like, oh, this is a great church, nice community.
Okay.
For me, what stood out the most was the community. I see the music. I didn't even know that Mmuso Church has Mmusi Worship that releases music, that produces music. So I didn't know that, you know. So also my move into Mmuso Worship happened very organically. I was at the church. I hadn't joined it. I took a long time to join, to be a partner at the church because of some past traumas for myself.
Okay.
Yeah. So I just decided, you know what, let me take as long as I need to take.
Yeah.
But I think the Holy Spirit guided me very gently, very gently, with so much gentleness to the church. And my transition happened very seamlessly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So there was Sundays where I would lead worship, but I was not part of the church yet.
Okay.
And then eventually I became a partner at the church, and then eventually I started helping out with there was a project that we did the year before, where it wasn't gigging Suigwe. The year before this one, the project before this one, Jesus to the Church, Volume 1. So I did soprano overdubs for that.
Okay.
And I was just around. They're like, "Can you please help us?" And I was like, "Oh, okay, cool, sharp." And I was like, "Oh, okay, where's my check?"
Yeah.
Where's my check? Because I'm not part of Jesus to the City at Mmuso Worship.
Yeah.
But I was like, oh, okay, cool. No, let me help out. I helped out, and then eventually I joined the worship team, the church, the house worship team.
Okay.
And I served at the church. And then eventually Muruti Roads, Jeso Untekani, it wasn't right after. It was during the time where his mom was sick.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So he wrote that song, and I happened to be serving on the day on the Sunday. Yeah.
Okay.
So he wrote the song, I think in the middle of the week or the week before. And then I happened to, when we finished writing the song, I happened to be serving. And then he asked me to sing the song. And the song did great. It did well. But honestly speaking, I don't think the way it did on the day of the recording can equate to any of the times we've done it at church.
Really?
Yeah, no.
Sure.
Yeah, it can't equate. The time that we did it at the recording, it exceeded all of our expectations. Even me, I was like, oh, okay, what is happening? Wait.
Yeah.
This is not what was happening at church.
Yeah.
Yes, we were having a great time, but it wasn't happening like this, you know? So it exceeded all of our expectations.
That's a powerful song.
Yeah.
The message on that song. And him coming again on that song, explaining how it came about.
Yeah.
I mean, that is a song from the heart of God.
It is. I was actually thinking about that. It's literally a song from the heart of God.
Yes.
Yeah, to reassure us.
Yes.
Yeah. And makes me think about Abraham and Job as well. People who lost everything. In fact, Abraham didn't even have to lose that thing that he prayed for. I mean, he had been praying for it for a long time. He didn't have to lose it. He had a choice to say, okay, I'm going to give it to you, God. Oh, no, you know what? No, I've testified about this. People are looking at me. You know, our son is here, you know.
Sure.
What is my wife going to say?
Yes,
He didn't even think about those things.
Yes.
He was like, you know what? Because he understood the fact that seek ye the kingdom of God first, and everything else shall be added unto you. Even family, even it gets sensitive when you say like relatives passing away, when things like that happen, and it gets sensitive now to get to a place where you're like, you know what? Yes, this person passed away. You know what? I lost this. You know what? I lost this. But you know what? Still, Jesu osanteka.
Yeah,
it gets really tricky. But I think your heart has to really be in your heart. You need to be a person who understands that Jesus is your dream.
That's right.
Not everything else.
Yes.
Not your career, not your family, not your purpose here on this earth is to serve him. And he has to be your dream and only him.
That's right.
That's the only time where you are able to say, and you can say Jesu unteka. Yeah.
Let's go to the first verse.
Sithabelo sakhe. Sithabelo sakhe. My hiding place.
My hiding place.
My hiding place. Ke Jesu fela.
That's how you presented this song, as if you are Tswana or Sotho or what.
You know what? I didn't know what Sithabelo sakhe meant on the day of the recording. I was just singing.
Sithabelo sakhe.
But I was like, you know what? I know there's something here. Muruti wouldn't just make me sing weird stuff.
Yeah.
So I was
my
like,
hiding place.
there's something there. Yeah. Isali Murena.
Hey, man. Yo. That song. It carries weight, you know, and it gives hope even to somebody facing storms right now and challenges that, hey, bona,
and it challenges the one who has it all to say, even when I have this, all of it, God, you can have it all because when untika.
Yeah, the reprise of the song, I'm sure it's 4 or 5 times. Yo, it couldn't finish. It couldn't end.
That's a Mmuso Worship thing. Hey, it's not a Jason take anything. It's because it's Mmuso Worship. All of our songs have reprises. All of them.
Yeah.
All of them.
Yo. That's an amazing song. And how do you feel about it? Because
I feel awesome about it.
It's a powerful song right now. It's a national anthem as we speak. Even though I see a lot of, I don't know if you guys have seen that. Worship teams, they are joking about it. That did you guys try it?
Did you guys try it? But see, it Jason Tikaniculo, my worship team, and I'm a loop. If you worship team, yes, it's something like I loop. I go show me now.
Yeah. It's not
I saw it. I'm not saying it.
I saw it on TikTok.
And TikTok, yeah. If your worship team doesn't have a loop, get you Jason Tikan.
Just like this guy.
I can't wait for the 10th version though.
Yeah.
I can't wait for the 10th version. Can somebody finally do it?
It's coming.
Yeah,
it's coming.
We are waiting.
It's coming.
It feels amazing to have to have my face on a song that is making waves in the country.
Yes.
But at the same time, I know that nothing that I didn't spend any money. I didn't write the entirety of the song. The only part I wrote of the song was Kamatati Ohle Karinako Ohle, that part. In collaboration with one of our members at church.
Yes.
That's the part that I wrote. But again, I can't credit anything about that song to myself.
Yes.
So even if I did write the song myself, still, I can't credit any of it because there was no guarantee to say, okay, this song is going to make waves.
Yes.
There was no guarantee to say, okay, this song is going to touch people's hearts. There was no guarantee.
Yes.
But because umsebenzi umsebenzi kaThixo, it had to.
I want to put you in a spot.
Okay.
I want you to do and sing 2 lines.
Okay.
That is a favorite line for many people.
Okay.
Even at my house, I tell you, my wife, yo. When you start Kamatsatsi Ohle,
okay,
you start it very calm and
all right.
Then you go to the next one.
Yeah, and then
then
I
want you to start from the first one.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
Kadina Gotsohle. Limoma emong ohle.
Yes.
Jeso
my favorite part is coming. Here we go.
Kamatati ohle.
Yes.
Kadina Gotsohle.
There you go.
My emong ohle. Hey.
Come on, girl.
Waza. Your turn.
Yes.
Kadina go.
Oh my God.
Mama emo. Yeah, no.
Oh
okay.
God. Yo, that moment, man, I could feel everyone who was at the recording. You could feel that you were pulling them.
Sure.
You were you were taking them to that space where you're saying, listen, I have evidence of what I'm saying. That throughout all everything that you are facing, listen, Jesus is enough for me.
Yeah, definitely.
Then you had once more, I mean, he came in and you had Mabongi.
Yeah, yes. Also, I need us to speak more about what Mabongi did on that song.
Yeah.
I need us to talk more about what Mabongi did on that song.
What was it spontaneous?
It was spontaneous.
Oh God.
No, it wasn't planned. It definitely was not planned. Even 1C was not planned. He is my beginning and the end. Yeah, it wasn't planned. The Mabongi part, it wasn't planned. She just came in and she also was like, oh, okay. Let me go in, sharp. And then she did what she did.
You guys. Mmuso Worship.
Yeah.
What is the plan? What is the pastor saying about all this? What is Mmuso Worship going to be doing now? Guys, we need more of this. We need a tour. We need a live recording where everyone is invited. Because that one is in the church. It's somewhere. Eh? It's like when you're doing Jason Tekan.
Yes, it was an event. So we do Jesus to the City every... Okay, we started last year.
Okay.
No, the year before.
Yeah.
We did Jesus to the City Volume 1, and then we did this one, Jesus to the City. It's basically an event, a festival where it's alcohol-free, where we can all just enjoy a time our festivities, and also praise the Lord at the same time, enjoy amazing music, and not just amazing music, but life-changing and impactful music. So that's normally what we do. I don't know what's going to happen now. I know he would also say we're doing what the heart of God says we should do. We're following the heart of God. Yes. If God says we're changing the event to something else at the end of the year, if it's not bigger, if it's smaller, we're just following the heart of God. I know that's what he would say.
I said it to once more when he was here the last time that I will love to invite him, and I'm telling you as well.
Okay.
That I would love to invite him because there's more into Jeso Ontekane that we still want to hear. It's not just a song.
Yeah.
And I know that he wrote it from the situation whereby the mother was sick and all that, but there's more. And I believe that when we give him an opportunity, he will speak more about this. Because Jeso Ontekane is a movement by itself.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's a heart posture.
Yeah,
it's a heart posture.
It carries so much.
It's a message weight. In and out of season.
Yes,
in all seasons. Jason Tekane. When I have it all, when I don't have it all. When I'm good, when I'm sad. When I'm depressed, when I'm happy. Jason Tekane.
What is the purpose of serving and as being called in all? What is the purpose of serving in a church? Let me put it that way.
I think I think it's very simple for me. It is something that God wants us to do. And as a Christian, my life is about him. If it makes him happy, we're doing it.
Sure.
Fellowship is a thing that he requires from us, and serving him is a thing that he requires of us. And in any relationship, if you're in a relationship with a person, you want to make them happy. You want to do things that make that person happy, and that is basically servanthood. And it's to make Jesus happy. That is the point of serving for me.
Yes. And would you say you are the result of serving?
Yes, definitely.
How you look at yourself now,
so I come from a church called Agape Baptist Church back home in Delft. And I grew up all of my life serving and just like giving my heart to the Lord. And I think where I am now is a testament of serving. I didn't become like a BV in the industry first, and then I became a solo artist. I just became a solo artist straight on. And I think for me, it was very important to serve at home and get those basics for me to operate in a way that still exalts God in this industry that is very corrupted. And as much as it's a gospel industry, it's also very corrupted at the same time.
Yes.
But so it was very imperative for me to understand that the base is the base. And I can't be out there when my father's home is lacking. Yeah.
I'm asking that because you are young. You're still very young, Yanga, and you won the Idols, the biggest competition, in the world.
Yeah.
And you still love Jesus. And
of course.
you love God so much, and you are even serving at church.
Yeah.
Another young person will say, I'm an idol, so I don't need it. So imagine, that is credit.
One of my mentors is my pastor from back home, Pastor Ndima. So he grew up being like a brother to me more, and then he became a lead pastor eventually at our church. He came as a student pastor. So he always had a side to him where he loved music, but he really drilled it in me to stay humble, to seek the Lord. Even now, when Jason Tekane came, he keeps checking up. Is your heart still in the right place? He's your So I can't just say, Bana. I can't just say me being here is just because
Sure.
I'm just a good girl and I'm a good kid. No, this thing is not good. The flesh is not good. You know, the pride arises, arrogance arises, jealousy arises, envy arises. But because of the people that are around me, community is very important. Because of the people around me and the person that is in me, I'm here now. And that's why I have a good head on my shoulders.
Sure.
Yeah.
May God use you more.
Thank you so much.
There's still more coming from you.
Thank you so much.
And we bless God for worshipers like you.
Yeah.
Who God is raising, even in this era whereby young people are losing their heart for the Lord.
Sure.
Church thing, not for us. Jesus thing, not for us, but God raises you so powerful.
God is not just me, hey? There are so many people he's raised, so many young people. I was saying this on my TikTok. Like, I have to say my generation is a generation that is really, really, really preaching the gospel.
Sure.
Yes, there are so many people that need to be saved, yes. But at the same time, I just do feel that we can't do this alone. I can't stand here and say, no, God is raising me in this generation. God is raising an army in this generation. I'm just part of that army. I just happen to, have a lot of followers and have a lot of limelight, but God has raised us as an army in this generation.
Amen.
And we are a solid and we are a big army.
Praise the Lord.
And I can't wait to see what God is going to do through each and every one of us.
Right.
Yeah.
And your parents inspired you to become who you are now in the gospel space.
Definitely. Not in the gospel scene, but they just inspired me to live a big life.
Good.
Yeah, to live a big
that.
life.
I
Yeah,
like
they
that.
inspired me to seek God. I think they really, really pushed me into seeking God.
Sure.
And just having that relationship with God for myself.
Yes.
And that inspired me to live a big life.
Yes.
To live a fruitful life, to have a life that is free and flourishing. That's our phrase at church, to live free and flourishing lives.
Yes. Yeah. And away from Mmuso Worship, or Mmuso Church. Is there something coming up for Yanga? Like
yes. I don't know when this is coming out, but when this comes out, probably I would have recorded my music. I'm recording on the 27th of April.
Wow.
And I'm really, really excited about it. I'm recording some music and I can't wait for you guys to hear what God has been singing to me.
Sure. Is it a private recording studio?
No, it's not a studio recording. So on the 27th of April, what's happening is Mmuso is launching the album. We're doing the Next Move Summit.
Okay.
It's a day conference, It's a day conference. So the first part of the day, there's like a summit happening, worship summit, leadership summit. At the end of the day, we are hosting a launch of the album. So at the launch of the album, I will be recording my music and I'm so excited.
How many songs?
I'm recording about 3 songs.
Powerful. Yeah. That's a full EP.
I'm not sure how I'm gonna release it. Yeah. But I'm feeling more singles than
EP. than releasing there.
Yeah.
We can't wait.
Yeah.
That's exciting.
Yes.
Yeah. So Omega Pot people, music is coming from Yanga. Oh,
guys, it's so important to be in the right space. Because for example, now I'm not gonna spend a cent, not even a cent. Like let me not say a cent. I'm not gonna spend a fraction of what I would have spent recording music. I'm not paying for the recording. I'm not paying for the mixing and the mastering. I'm not paying for a lot of the things that I would have to pay for. But because of the community that I'm in, and having the right heart and being at the right place with the right people, it propels you.
Yes.
Yeah, it propels you.
And where do you follow you?
On social media, all social media, I am Yanga Sobetwa, Sobetwa.
Yes.
Sobetwa.
Yeah. Please tell your pastor we're waiting for that big tour.
For the big tour?
Yeah.
We're actually touring, but we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll announce the dates. We'll announce the dates. We are touring.
The song is amazing. Yanga, thank you for coming.
Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you for speaking your heart.
Thank you so much for having me.
You're an inspiration to many young people.
It is an honor to serve God and to serve you guys.
Yeah, so we celebrate you.
It's
and
an honor.
God use you more. The world is waiting for you. Yeah, not only South Africa and Africa only.
Oh,
but the
not
world.
even Africa.
Yeah,
the Grammys are waiting for me to say Jesus.
Yes.
To say Jesus this, Jesus that. Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, Yanga. Thank you. Sobetwa. We bless you. with the name of the Lord.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming. We
Thank you,
appreciate
guys.
Thank you. And see you next time. Thank you, family.